All right, y'all, welcome back to the Young Americans Podcast. This is episode 4, Obesity and Fitness. I'm your host, Maddie C. We also got Joe and our guest, Andrew, repping this
How you
jaunt.
guys doing
Guys,
today?
introduce yourselves. Andrew?
I'm Andrew.
All right,
Hey.
cool. So, Joe, if you could hit us with question number 1 of the day.
All right, question number one is what are the cultural and societal reasons for obesity?
Cultural, so I gotta say, it's like it's just what's available right now. Like if
Right.
you look at America, like a lot of people don't have time to just get a healthy breakfast. Like they can't cook at home because they've got work and they need something convenient and cheap, right? So in America, what are your options? You can get a fake egg sandwich at Dunkin' Donuts. You can get some crap at McDonald's, or if you're lucky, you can get a stack of pancakes at Denny's. But,
Yeah,
Denny's
I mean,
You're
at
Denny's
the
lucky.
price of a shooting, I mean, it's
yeah,
Denny's. It's not
exactly.
like.
I mean, like I've seen a gun like 5 times in my life, and like 3 of those times were at Denny's. So, anyways, another story. so,
And two of those three was at 2 a.m.
yeah, just kidding. I've shot plenty of guns, but anyways, yeah. I mean, it's just like what's available. And now we take a look at a country like Japan, where the obesity rate is like less than 1%, I believe. And just like for breakfast, you have things like noodle houses. You
I
still
have
have
never
fast
seen a
food,
jet.
but their convenience stores are filled with like soup and fish and lots of healthy things. Like, whereas in America, if you go to 7-Eleven, you're going to find like these fried taquitos and Dorito jaunts and just everything's fried.
For
But,
me, I think it's even more than that. Like what's cheaper? You know what I'm saying? Like
oh, yeah,
a
for sure.
salad. A good, like salads and like lettuce and vegetables, you could spend a lot of money at the grocery store buying
Oh, for
healthy
sure.
foods, or you could spend like $10 to feed your fat kids really cheaply, just for like
Yeah.
get nachos or
I
feed
mean,
yourself.
yeah, a lot of people don't realize it, but getting a salad, it's an investment. It's an investment in yourself, and it costs more money, surprisingly, than,
Also
fast
time.
food. Yeah, and time.
Time.
Oh, for sure. That's honestly, I think in America, with our busy culture and our busy lifestyles, that is the top reason that we have obesity is because it's convenient. That's
Yeah,
why
we
fast
have.
food is such a monopoly
Yeah,
in this
because
country.
Americans are known for like having hard-working hours, right? I know we're one of the harder-working countries in the world in terms of hours, measured by hours, right? So people are tired after work. People they have kids to feed. They might not want to make like a four-course meal at the end of the day for their family, right?
Absolutely.
Mom and dad are now working. Like oftentimes both parents are not home, and obviously from that they just want to they'll choose something quick and easy because they're tired.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's so bad to the point we are one of, I believe, we're the eighth fattest country in the world. Joe, can you cite us the statistics on that?
All
But
right, so let's see here. So according to where is it?
I believe it's called
I'll pull
Info Please.
info please. According to infoplease.com, here it is.
We're number
So
8.
we're number 8, and we are in front or behind. All right, so 1 through 7 is the Cook Islands, Qatar, Palau, Nauru, Kuwait, UAE, and the Marshall Islands.
Hate to call you out, but I believe that's Qatar. But anyways,
It's Qatar. It's
Cutter,
Qatar.
Cutter. All
And
right.
that's actually it's how the Q makes sound in that.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes, yes.
anyway, the point is, uh, the Cook Islands, Palau, Nauru, Kuwait and Marshall Islands, I believe, all have populations under like 5 million. I know plenty of those. Like half of those at least have under 50,000. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So for the fact that United States, I believe, we're the population of 300 million and a few extra million, 300 million and some change. That's a lot to be number 8
Right,
on the list when the top 7 countries have the smallest fraction of what we have in terms of
right,
population. So it is a little
right.
scary. But I think, once again, the biggest reasons are definitely convenience and just the economics of it. So,
Right.
could you roll us right into question 2?
All right. Well, what are some common misconceptions about losing weight? We just talked about how people don't have time because they work so much. Whatever the reason may be. This also obviously ties they don't have time to work out. So, what are common misconceptions about that? What are people doing wrong? Are they doing the wrong thing for the little time they have for the workout?
I mean, I think one of the biggest things is if you're an obese person in America and you think, all right, it is time for me to lose weight. What are you going to do? You're going to go to like Planet Fitness and you're going to hit the treadmill and you're going to do it for 30 minutes a day every day. And newsflash, you're not going to lose weight because for some reason in America, we believe that steady state cardio is just the one, magical solution for losing weight. But no, it's a lot of things. I like to cite the four legs of the fitness chair: water, sleep, nutrition, and exercise. So most people aren't drinking enough water. That is the most important mineral that you could, take. It is the most critical one that you need. Sleep, a lot of people underestimate sleep. We don't, once again, with the working hours, we don't get as much sleep as we should. Nutrition, I don't care how hard you're working in the gym, you're never going to outwork a bad diet. And then exercise.
Right.
People think, oh, I'm just going to go and I'm going to hit the treadmill. No, you got to go. You got to do some kind of strength training. I don't care what it is. It can be push ups, it can be bench press, squats. I don't care. But it's got to be something that works your muscles, as many as possible, right? Steady
Right.
state cardio, it will burn calories. Don't get me wrong, but
It is good for you.
it
Like,
is good for you.
it's not,
It's not going to
but
hurt you,
There are
it's
better
not
ways though.
but there are better
exactly.
ways.
It's not the
And another issue is people who are obese, especially men, have very high estrogen levels and very low testosterone levels. That is not healthy for men. One of the ways to correct that imbalance is through strength training. So if you're a weights kind of guy, that's powerlifting, the dead, squats, cleans, bench press. If you're not that type of guy, if you're more of a home workout person, that's fine. Push ups, sit ups, air squats, pull ups, whatever you can do, right? Whatever kind of variation you got to do to make it work, that's fine. But just try and incorporate some strength elements into there, and I think that would help a lot of people, um, you know, work. But it's
I
it's the
agree.
very underestimated things, water and sleep. I think those really are the ones that just people don't go over. They think I'm trying to lose weight. I'm doing everything I can, and they just like work and work and work, and they don't see the results. And it's just because they neglect those too. You know. So
I think one of the problems is, aside from that, is the fact that how our kids are being taught. I mean, yes, in health, at least the health that I've taken so far, the classes I've taken, we are taught like, to exercise, to eat right. Pretty cliche things, but it's like,
absolutely,
how are they implemented in our schools? Like, look how we eat in our school, at least us three. Um,
Definitely, yeah.
like, look at the diet we're learning. Look what we're surrounded by. I mean, it's just it's expensive, especially for young people to buy the stuff. It's hard
absolutely,
to implement
It's
the
also
education.
super ironic that they teach us about all these health things, and at school they sell us garbage.
They do.
exactly. They sell very
Literally
unnutritious
garbage.
food, and I
And
mean,
I'm sure it's high calorie, no nutrition. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And I mean, another thing with diet, I know this is a little off course, but a lot of people think, oh, especially women think, oh, I cannot do strength training of any sort because I will get big and bulky. And just a
Not true.
quote here, doing strength training with a steady diet, you're not going to gain any unwanted muscle or size. And in fact, you will lose size and become more toned. That's a quote from Jeff Cavalier, the host of Athlete X, physical
right.
therapist. And it's true. I mean, just picking up weights once is not going to make you bulky. I promise. That's
You
what
don't
the
really need
diet.
to. You don't even need to pick up weights though. High intensity workouts also
Absolutely,
over short time, super high intensity. You don't even need weights. You can just do that in your house, in your backyard.
absolutely. As long as
And it's also like what you can eat right, but I mean, if you eat right, like say you eat a lot of like celery, and like you're not. Yeah, celery, it's good for you. It won't hurt you, but you have to eat more superfoods. You know what I mean? You
Celery
have
is a bad example.
exactly. Well,
yes.
it's not a good food. You have that's what I'm saying. It's not good enough. You get
Hmm.
ginger, kale, stuff,
Oh,
like
absolutely.
squashes. Like it may not taste the best, at least in my opinion, but I mean, it'll help get to where you got, and you can prepare these
Yeah.
things in
I
certain
mean, you
different
don't
ways
even
to
you
where
need to eat
it's
only vegetables. You just need to have
a
broccoli
balance.
on the side when you have other things.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Like you
mean,
need
When you
your
need protein.
carbs, you
the
need your
main
like little bit of broccoli. You need your protein. You
The main
just need
thing
like
you
a
need to
balanced diet.
do is to avoid as much processed food as you can. Try and do
Right.
as much whole food as you can. If that includes a little bit of potato, some meat here and there, that is fine. But it's just, I believe this is from some health video I watched in like freshman year, but I believe processed food has the most it's going to have is a third of the nutritional content as whole food. And that's like the
Right.
top. It's usually a lot less. But anyways, Joe, or actually Andrew, could you lead us into question three?
Yeah, to what extent does obesity affect our nation?
So, wow, that's a good
Well, it makes us
question.
the laughing stock of the world to an extent. Like
Yeah, I mean, America, we are known. I mean, Europeans think of us, oh yeah, we're the fat country of the world.
that doesn't ride bikes. Like
Yeah, that
that's who we are.
we don't exercise. And I think it's becoming not only an epidemic, but I've even seen things that say it's a national security issue, which I would totally believe.
It's national security to an extent, maybe. I don't know exactly how
Because
the facts on that, but
think if we need a draft, how many people are within the weight standard of the army? I
well, when
mean,
you have a country like 350 million, I mean, you need to draft 1% of the country. That's 3.5 million. Yeah,
I
for
200.
mean,
sure.
it's not necessarily fair to like the people who take care of their bodies to get drafted, opposed to these people who just like don't even give a about their body.
That's
Absolutely.
true. That's true.
That is a good
Well,
point.
I mean, well, in the end, who gets the laughing stock? These people that take care of themselves, they will live longer lives. They'll be generally more successful. At
Yes.
least as young people. I mean, as you get older, obviously, there's less things you can do. You can work out. You will gain weight usually when you're young, when you're older. I mean, usually. I mean, some people like my grandfather went for 10-mile walks every day. The guy like skin and bones, until he was like in
Yeah.
his 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is proven that if you are happy with your body, then you are more successful. You are more confident. You're gonna get
Right.
that job in an interview.
Right.
Absolutely. And I think probably the biggest issue in our country with obesity right now is that we have a misconception about the whole body shaming thing and about, just like what people should do. And people say, oh, there's a lot of negativity and shaming towards people who are obese. And to an extent, that's true. But I think, and so the counteraction of that is saying, oh no, if you're obese, that's perfectly okay. You're healthy at every size. Which I'm sorry, but that's wrong. You're not.
It's
If
just
you're
it's not only
above,
factually wrong, like it's not like chemically wrong. It's like sight wrong.
I'm sorry,
like
if
you
you're above 700 pounds, the amount of time you have left to live is a matter of years, like
right.
under 10.
Like
If
it's minuscule. It
it
really
I
it
mean,
is.
like
really
it's
is.
also like a fine line though. Like there's like between like body shaming and like making fun of people because they're fat and everyone just should be accepted to like we can't force people to get in shape. We can't force them to work out or eat
And
healthy.
that's a good
But like,
point. I believe we shouldn't shame people for having obese
Right.
bodies. We don't know their lifestyle.
but we
But
need to
I
like
think
educate them.
we need to educate and encourage healthy lifestyles. Healthy
I
lifestyles
agree.
need to be encouraged, and I think that's something that does not occur in the public school system, the public health education system. It's
Yeah, I mean like
really,
these like adults are like obese, and then like they're just like they live unhealthy lifestyles. They're gonna die at 70 or 60 something, and then their kids are gonna be obese too, and they're like
Totally.
just be like, oh, that's okay. Like then
exactly.
their kid is gonna die at like maybe 50 from like some heart disease. Like
Yep.
that's not what really fair to their kid from not being taught what's right by their parents.
Yeah.
Right. 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 Honestly, it's hereditary. I mean, both chemically, right? Like you will if like someone your lineage or in your kin has some sort of uh, heart issue or disease, you statistically are more likely to get that kind of thing. I mean,
And then
obviously it varies
diabetes
on.
as well. Diabetes
Right.
is passed down to your kids.
Right. And it's can
Your
you just have
kids are
to.
paying for your mistakes.
And they will. I mean, when you're old, you may not have enough money, right? Your kid at a younger age may have to end up taking care of you, which isn't necessarily a bad thing to have a kid take care of you, but it's like, what can you do now to help even them out in the future? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
anyways, continue.
I guess, yeah, to what extent does it affect our nation? I think obviously it's very clear,
Quite a big one.
quite a bit. Joe,
So
could you?
before. before we take this out, I'm gonna have a little an epilogue here. I do want to say that with this video, we don't intend to offend anybody, right? We don't mean to call anybody out. We're just trying to point out facts, show things that are wrong or things that we believe. Uh, and some of this is opinionated, not all of it is fact driven, but that things that are issues with our country that we want to fix. So, with that,
Absolutely. No matter where you are or what your situation is right now, I don't care if you're 90 pounds or 750 pounds. If you are trying to take steps to live a healthier life, nothing but
That counts for
salutation for
something.
us. Nothing but
right.
salutations. So, Joe, if you could
And
close us out.
with that, good day, everybody. Hope everyone has a wonderful night, and we'll catch you in the next one.
All right. See you around.